Migrating to PowerPoint 2010. Microsoft PowerPoint 2010 looks very different from PowerPoint 2003, so we've created this guide to help you minimize the learning curve. Stay tuned to learn key parts of the new interface, discover free PowerPoint 2010 training, find features such as Print Preview or the Options dialog box, and understand how to exchange presentation files with people who don't yet have PowerPoint 2010. So let's start by taking a look at PowerPoint 2010. Click on File to take you to the Backstage view. This is where you can open, save, print, or manage your PowerPoint files. To exit the Backstage view, click any ribbon tab. Next, we're going to look at Quick Access Toolbar, which is right here at the top. Commands shown here are always visible. You can add your favorite commands to this toolbar so that they are always available to you when you need them. Ribbon tabs. Click any tab on the ribbon to display its buttons and commands. Ribbon groups. Each ribbon tab contains groups, and each group contains a set of related commands. Here, the paragraph group contains commands for creating bulleted or numbered lists and centering text. Hide the ribbon. Need more space on your screen? Click this icon to show or hide the ribbon. Dialog box launchers. If you see a dialog box launcher icon next to any ribbon group label, click it to open a dialog box with more options for that group. Switch between views. Down at the bottom of the screen, there are buttons. Click these to display the most current presentation in Normal Slide, Slide Sorter, Reading View, or Slideshow. You can also control the size of the screen by using this toggle here to zoom in or zoom out on your presentation. Slides tab. It's over here on the left. Jump to any slide in your presentation by clicking its thumbnail version, much like the previous version. Notes pane at the bottom. Type any notes and details about the current slide here to help you during your presentation. How to get started with PowerPoint 2010. If you've been using Microsoft PowerPoint 2003 for a long time, you'll no doubt have questions about where to find PowerPoint 2003 commands and toolbar buttons in PowerPoint 2010. There are many free resources available to help you learn PowerPoint 2010, including training courses and menu to ribbon guides. To find these materials, click the File tab in the main program window, then click Help. Going to File to get to the Backstage view, and then we're going to click Help, and from there, click Getting Started. On the web page that opened, click the links to the items that interest you. In particular, the interactive menu to ribbon guide is a real time saver. When you click any PowerPoint 2003 command, it shows you exactly where that command is located in PowerPoint 2010. Where are my menus and toolbars? In PowerPoint 2010, a wide band spans the top of the main program window. This is the ribbon, and it replaces the old menus and toolbars. Each tab on the ribbon has different buttons and commands that are organized into ribbon groups. When you open PowerPoint 2010, the ribbon's Home tab is displayed. This tab contains many of the most frequently used commands in PowerPoint. For example, the first thing you'll see is the clipboard. Clipboard group shows commands for paste, cut, copy, as well as the Format Painter. Next, in the Slides group, you'll find commands to insert a new slide as well as the command to select a layout. Then in the Font group, there are the commands to make text bold or italic. Tip: some tabs appear in the ribbon only when you need them. For example, if you insert a picture, you'll see Picture tools. So let's do that. Let's insert a picture. And now that you've inserted the picture, you see there's another icon here. So I will delete the picture, and then I will insert a picture, another picture, and now the icon tools appear. Where is Print Preview? In PowerPoint 2010, Print Preview no longer appears in a separate window. Look for it in Backstage View alongside other useful print-related settings. Click the File tab, and then click Print. Now you can see a view of how your current presentation will look when printed. You can use the left side of the window to fine-tune your preferences. For example, whether to print all slides or just the current slide, how many slides to print per page, whether to collate the slides or to print them in color or grayscale or pure black and white. If you want to set additional print options, click the Design tab to close the Backstage View, and then in Page Setup group, click Page Setup. What happened to Tools and Options? Looking for the program settings that let you control things like how PowerPoint corrects and formats text as you type, how you want your presentation saved, and where to set your security options? Click the File tab, then click Options. So we're already in File, then we click Options, and the Options dialog box opens. Here you have different tabs for you to go through and set all of your required or desired options. Some settings in PowerPoint Options dialog box apply only to PowerPoint, but some preferences, for example, color scheme, will apply to all other Microsoft Office 2010 programs that you have installed. Keep your favorite commands nearby. The Quick Access toolbar in the upper left corner of the PowerPoint program window provides shortcuts to commands you'll use often. By adding buttons to the toolbars, you can keep all of your favorite commands visible at all times, even when you switch ribbon tabs. Click the drop-down arrow next to the Quick Access toolbar to turn on and off any commands listed in the shortcut menu. So I no longer want to show the Save button. Save, this is the Save button here, so I'm going to click it off, and it disappears. Click it back on, and it appears. It's actually at the end of the list, but it's there. If you want to save one of these icons here as one of items on your Quick Access toolbar, you just right-click it and add to the Quick Access toolbar. Create ribbon tabs or groups of your own. You can customize ribbon commands by putting buttons into ribbon groups where you want them to appear, or by creating custom ribbon tabs of your own. Right-click any ribbon group and then click on Customize a Ribbon, and you'll get an option box. Customize a ribbon, this box will open. To create a new tab, that would be one of these new tabs here, you can create a brand new one for yourself. You click on New Tab, go back to New Tab and make sure it's clicked on, and click on Rename. I'm going to rename this one Ingrid's Own. Click OK, and then I click on New Group and I start adding items in there. So let's say I wanted to add animation, so I'm going to click Add Animation. I'm going to click Add. System Style, Animation Styles, Add. New Slide, Add. Then I'm going to hit OK. Now you can see that I have created my own tab with my own frequently used commands, so they can be really customized to have only the items that you like to see without having to dig through all those other items. If you make a mistake or no longer want that tab, you can get rid of it by resetting the factory settings. So you can right-click again and then customize the ribbon. Then you can click on Reset. Reset all customizations. It's going to delete it. You're going to click OK, and it's reset. There's no Ingrid's Own icon up there. Introducing Key Tips. PowerPoint 2010 provides shortcuts for the ribbon called key tips, so you can quickly perform the tasks without using your mouse. To make key tips appear, all you need to do is press the Alt key. As you can see up here, you see the letters. Those are your key tips. So this is going to take you to the different tabs. If I see that G there, I'm going to then hit the G button on my keyboard, and it's going to take me to the design. And it's also going to add all of the key tips for the items within design as well. So I see page setup is an S. I do S, and it's going to take me to page setup. If you want to turn it off, all you need to do is hit your Alt button again and toggle between on and off for that item. Do keyboard shortcuts still work? Keyboard shortcuts from PowerPoint 2003 are still available in PowerPoint 2010. If you know a shortcut sequence, go ahead and type it. Finally, we're going to cover how to work with people who don't yet have PowerPoint 2010. PowerPoint 2010 presentations use a new file format for saving files. If you work with people who are using different versions of PowerPoint, don't worry, you can still open and edit older presentations in PowerPoint 2010 and share your files with people who don't yet have PowerPoint 2010. So let's say you open up a presentation that was created with PowerPoint 2003. I'm going to go ahead and do that for you so you can see actually what happens. I'm going to go to recent. I'm going to open a document that I know was not created in 2010. And what you're going to see immediately is at the top of the screen, it's going to be opened in compatibility mode. That doesn't show when you're looking at your normal 2010 documents, only when you're working with an older version of PowerPoint 2010. It tells you that even though you're in PowerPoint 2010, you're still technically working with the earlier file format, and that you won't be able to edit PowerPoint 2010 features like shape, styles, or word art until you convert the file to PowerPoint 2010 file format. So what should you do? To exit the compatibility mode and convert the file to the new PowerPoint 2010 format, click the File tab, then go to Info and click Convert. Not sure why that didn't work properly. Convert. Before you convert your file, ask yourself if you still need to collaborate on your presentation with people who still use 2003. If the answer is yes, you may want to keep working in compatibility mode so that you won't be tempted to use the new features that aren't supported in the older file format. So here you're going to save it in the PPTX file format, which is the newer version. You hit Save, and now the compatibility information up here is missing because it's now saved as an Office 2010 document. So let's say in PowerPoint 2010 you've saved your presentation as a PowerPoint 2010 file. If someone opens a presentation in PowerPoint 2003, a prompt appears with the link to download the free compatibility pack. If you've used new PowerPoint 2010 features or formatting in your presentation, such as shape, styles, word art, PowerPoint 2003 users may see a warning about unsupported features. The formatting or feature may not appear in the file, or the objects may not be editable. So when they open up their document, they're going to see this warning, and there may be some features that just don't appear on their version of PowerPoint. If you think that PowerPoint 2003 users may need to interact with the PowerPoint 2010 presentation, you should run the compatibility checker tool to make sure the file will work correctly for them. So to do this, you're going to go to the File tab, and then you're going to go to Info and check for issues, and then you're going to run Check Compatibility, which of course this is going to pass because we've already converted it to a 2010 document. To save your presentation as a PowerPoint 2003 file, so for instance, if you're working with a document that is 2010 and you want to save it to 2003, If you do that, if someone opens a presentation in PowerPoint 2003, the file will open normally. No compatibility package required. If you've used new PowerPoint 2010 features for formatting for your presentation, such as shape styles or word out, again, PowerPoint 2003 users may see warnings about unsupported features. The formatting or feature may not appear in the file, or the objects may not be editable. So they may still get the features, they may still appear, but you won't be able to edit them in their version. And some features won't appear at all. So what should you do at that point? You don't have to do anything necessarily. When you save your file in the older PowerPoint 2003 file format, the compatibility checker will run automatically and warn you about any unsupported features. You can then make any necessary design changes to the file. This completes the PowerPoint 2010 training.